With that, we are back from Groenplaats here in Antwerp, Belgium, in the Flanders region. I'm Kyle Montgomery, aka The Voice. This is the Crelan FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2022 continuing. We are 5 games into an 18-game fourth day. The all-important last day of pool play. Seen a couple of teams get off to some good starts. How about that Netherlands-Latvia men's game that we saw in Group C earlier? That was crazy. New Zealand getting a win to start. A nice battle between Japan and China. China comes out on top. U.S. women top Brazil. And France top Austria. That's what we've seen to this point. Now we get a look at the Chinese men again as they'll look for their second victory, trying to get a spot on day 5 in either the play-in game, or they very likely will not get the #1 spot out of this group, so they will be playing in the play-in game if they get a victory here against Poland. Poland, the bronze medalist at the Europe Cup 2021, led by the man we know as Zebo, Przemysław Zamoyski. Paweł Pawlowski. There's Diduszko, known as Day-Day, even though he wants me to call him DD. Day-Day works better with Zebo. I'm pulling rank. Szymon Ardusz. And there they are, the 4 Poles. Looking to get it going here, day 4. A new era for them. And they're hoping for some new results. Never have won gold at the World Cup, but they did take bronze at the last edition, 2019. We all remember how that went down in Amsterdam. Incredible. All the way up to their run in the Olympics. They were the top squad of the Olympic qualifiers as well last summer, but things kind of came off the hinges in the Olympic Games. There's official Vlad and official Marcos. Those guys look like they've been eating some pizza. Thanks, fellas. I may or may not have stolen a few pieces of pizza from them during the break. That's what the pizza comment was about, okay? Just for clarification, there's Hainon Lee. He's an Olympian too. One of a pair of Olympians on this China team. And there's Zebo, Przemysław Zamoyski. 35 years old, 6'4". He can be a scoring machine at times. Dynamic on the offensive end, great passer, and he's carrying a lot of weight for the Poles these days as he's their primary offensive option. Pawlowski is a good mid-range shooter. The last year or so, he's really expanded his game, and we've seen him chunking the deuces a lot. He can shoot those too nowadays. Poland coming in with a 1-1 record. They beat Japan by 8. They lost to the Netherlands by 13. So a mixed bag for the Poles. Again with Łukasz Diduszko, Paweł Pawlowski, Przemysław Zamoyski, and Szymon Ardusz. Diduszko will start on the bench. They'll get it dapped up before it's time to get to it. We'll also see the Polish women in action later today as well, as they are unbeaten. 2 good-looking teams out here in Antwerp as this one is on and popping. Session number 2 is going down. Pool C action. Pavlo, step back. High arc on the mid-range is missed. China will take it. Jan will hand it over. Guo. Guo hit the game winner in their opener against Japan. And I was mentioning those Olympic Games last year. China actually shocked Poland in the pool phase. One of the bigger shocks of the Olympic pool phase. Poland was looked at as the more talented team. China played everybody tough. Speaking of tough, there's Zebo to the rack. Whoa. Quick step for him. He lays it in. Zamoyski trying to answer back. He's long, but Ardush tracks it down. Zebo makes his move, kicks it over. Ardush almost nutmegged him accidentally. Almost don't count. That's a turnover. Look at Didushko holding his own against Zhu. He may be small, but he packs some muscle. Day ain't playing. Pablo thought about the two. He's gonna take a little bit more time. He's gonna let Ardush get loose. Ardush, swish, just outside the free throw line. Poland looking to go to 2-1. Big games today for them. As Poland will link up with Latvia later. Pablo couldn't link up from long. Final game for China. Get that up out of here. Ardush with the steal, but couldn't hit the deuce. Pablo. Shimo. Bottoms from the left wing. Ardush can do that for you. He is a facilitator, likes to pass. He likes to do the dirty work. A capable offensive player. As he's chipped in nicely on this Polish team. Guo, long to the right. Zebo with the steal. Flips it behind the back. Pablo gets the ball moving to Dede. Dede back to Zebo. 2 up, 2 short. Another look, that's close. It's deemed Poland ball. And here comes Ardush. There he went. There the Wilson goes over into the hands of Zebo. He gets the deuce to fall. Poland leading by 5 here early. So they want to get some redemption against China. Poland finishing 7th at the Olympic Games. China finishing 8th. Didn't get a chance to compete, to continue their competition for a medal because of China. Poland felt like they really let a couple of games slip away there. Jan, the runner, comes back to him. He scoots through the defense, and I think Zebo tipped that in for the wrong team. Count it. Can he put one in for the right team this time? No. But Pablo can. Oh yeah, that's a block. And a TV timeout. That was a close one. Zebo felt like he was outside that restricted area.
打转换，我们打快点，就掩护，打不了打双掩护，打双掩护打快一点。没关系，哎，防守上面大一点，上面大一点，不让投篮，给他们压迫，现在给他们上强度。我们才一次犯规，压过来，来，我休息一个。
All right, that was a listen into China's huddle. And break. Here we go. Back to it. 7-2 Poland. Right out of the gates. taking their time to get into this possession. Plenty of time left. Guo to the rim in no time. Gone in a split second. Zebo to Day, and it's mishandled. Guo's entry pass down low. Good defense. And Zamoyski's able to poke that one away, despite being undersized in the matchup. Tough shot from Guo. That one does not go. That does. But for the guys in red, 8-3, stolen away. Didushko, high arc. He drops it like it's hot. 10-3, the poles are hot out of the gates. Guo, no. Arduce said so. Shimon. It's gonna roll off the rim. He cannot track it down in time. But Poland putting together some strong offensive possessions as well as strong defense. Nice spin move. It's a win move. Front rim. Zebo will get it back. He'll get another chance here. He's waiting for Day to come around. All of a sudden, Zebo and Day are friends. And they connect like cousins. 11-4. Zhu, using that big size underneath, scores the bucket to get China within 6. Moisky able to draw the foul on the quick move. And a timeout on the floor. Again, if you're just joining us, it is Pool C action on the men's side. B and C in action all day on this final day of pool play.
Panowie, od tej 5 minuty teraz cały czas gramy w dużym pika, cały czas! Oni nie żyją, Didi. Musisz wyprzedzać wszystko. Dawaj, ej, dawaj. Dawaj. Nie, raz, dwa, trzy, Polska. Dawaj, 0.
All right, time to get back to it. What a dime from Zebo. That was so good, I want seconds. China take advantage of a second chance there. 6-12. Talk about the scoring of Zebo. He's a dime dropper. Couldn't get the hook to fall. And they run out of time there. Pull up 2. Zhu, his jump hook. No, sir. Zebo, it's a miss for him too. But there's the activity that I was saying from Arduce. Tracks down the rebound. Pablo runs into some contact, left the ball. China with the quick clear. Yan to Guo, back to Yan. Sharon is Karen. Beautiful passing en route to that layup. 5-point lead. Zebo deep 2. Guo. He misses that attempt on the drive. Zebo pull up. Now the 2 goes through. The double dip has Poland up 14-7. Pablo all alone. He's going to finish with the lay. Zhu says move. Foul up top. That one called on Zhu. He's going to check out. Probably a fatigue foul. TV timeout as we're at 3 minutes left in a 15-8 game. Let's listen.
Ale nie stawaj na tym, jesteś raczej musisz ruszyć. Ruszymy, ale daj. Nie patrzysz się mnie. Dawaj, znaj, przepatrzymy jeszcze.
Arduch down low. Didushko to the post office, can't deliver it. Six-point advantage for Poland. Zebo with another sneaky dish. That was sneaky good. Zamoyski's pass that time deflected. Good two-strike. As Lee hit that one. Arduch taking his time. Shimon will hand it off. Zebo fires, but misses the mark. I think that's going to be China ball. Yan, Zhu. Oh yeah. Zhu called for the foul. It was clearly an over the back. Pablo. It was swatted, but only after he walked. Here come China. Not far behind, and that's going to get him within 3. Oh, that's off of Zebo. And he wants to challenge that. He feels good about their chances of having it overturned. .139 left to play in a Pool C rematch of the Olympic Games pool phase. China beating Poland then, but now the Poles lead by 3. Zebo puts it up strong. China looking for it. Initially, I thought it would be a 2. That one is poked away. They climb back in this game. Was a 5-point cushion. Down to 3 after that last 2 strike by the Chinese. Zhu, he misses point blank. Pavlovsky, Ardush lets it go. Missed it long. Oh, that touched Guo's leg. Official Vlad with the eagle eye down there on the baseline. Zamoyski. Oh, that one's stolen away as Jan will feed the big man. Too much muscle from the man made of muscle, but he's gonna hustle and get it in. Zamoyski to Pavlovsky. Back to Zebo in a 2-point game. And a foul off the ball. That was away from the shot. So Pavlovsky, good on the first of 2. China's 7th foul. Awards the Poles a couple of shots on this trip to the stripe. 31.8 seconds left, and Poland is up 4. Guo, uncontested layup. Zamoyski cares more about the possession rather than defending there. They say this essentially is a 2-possession game. Essentially. There are some things that can allow you to score 3 points on 1 possession, maybe even 4. Zebo got some space and gave him a taste. Under 10 seconds to go. Poland ball, and they're gonna run this one out. They might take one more shot. Pavlovsky elevates. It's 19-15, officially the final, as Poland improves to 2-1. And get revenge on the Chinese. China will finish 1-3. And that will all but eliminate them from contention for tomorrow's action. Poland still with some work to do, as I mentioned. They've got Latvia later. But a 4-point victory for the men in red. Let's look back at how they did it. After the countdown was over, it was on. And so was Zebo. He led the attack along with Ardush early on. You see him get the mid-range, and then he found the stroke from deep. Zebo can fill it up. Top scorer at the Europe Cup just a year ago. Pablo going to his patented fadeaway, about 10 feet from the bucket, and Day-Day getting in on action too. Dedushko getting deduced to go. And a couple of the delectable dishes from Zebo. He had a couple dimes that were just jaw-dropping in this one. Zamoyski wet from long range. China started to make a charge there at the end. I think that was the dime of the day. How did he fit that in? It was like a pin needle hole. He did it. So did Poland. 19-15, they take it. In spite of the hard charge and fight from the Chinese, they get one win here in Antwerp, but that's all they get. We are far from done on this final day of pool play. We are into our second session, and we are going to get our second look at Brazil and New Zealand. Teams that we saw have mixed results. New Zealand with a win over Austria. Brazil with a loss to the United States. So now they both will retake the court, and we're going to find out what they're made of. That's the Inleo flow, one of our official suppliers here at this Crelan FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2022. Along with Skelda Sports, Magic Sky. And of course our ball and apparel sponsor, Wilson. Here come Brazil on the heels of a 4-point loss to the Americans. So they come in 1-3. Their one victory over Austria in overtime. New Zealand, who came in 0-2, got their first win with an 18-14 win over Austria. This will effectively eliminate one of these teams from contention to play tomorrow. So will it be the 2022 World Cup Asia qualifier gold medalist? Or will it be the AmeriCup silver medalist? We shall soon find out. Now, earlier I was talking about the tattoos that you've seen on both the men's and women's Brazilian players. But thanks to Luca Carvalho, he let me know. He says they're third sergeant of the Brazilian Air Force. So the Brazilian military, they pay the top athletes in each sport to play the military games and also help them focus on their sport. So I said they were employees of the Brazilian Air Force, but not quite. Had to get that corrected. Appreciate that assist on that. All on the left shoulder. There you see it right there. There's Vanessa Fausto Gonçalves. If they got any issues, Vanessa gonna solve it. Or they hope so. Kalani Parcell, how good was she in that opening game today against Austria? She was everywhere like internet. In people's face, blocking shots, in the passing lane, shooting twos, driving. She wants to keep the Kiwis alive and join the men's. The fellas will be playing tomorrow as they earned a way into the play-in game. If they get it done here, they're going to have a great opportunity to do just that. That would finish them at 2-2. But again, the Brazilians could do the same. Big one in front of us. Get ready. This will certainly be a fight to the finish. Seeing pools B and C in action. Pool C for the men, pool B for the ladies here at the first half of day 4. All right, let's get it on. Check ball's done with. We get to it. Harmon, she's been tough all tournament. Brazilians did their scouting report. So they are defending tough as Harmon and Purcell try to hook up on the block. They understand that that is a strength. TC, H2O. Water on the floater, 1-0 New Zealand. Guimaraes, nope. Harmon comes away. She's got TC coming around. High arc on the 2 release. Missed it right. Guimaraes will check it, will track it down. Sasa will swing it. Luana. That's where her bread is buttered. Luana, another stop and pop. She's really shown some good offensive ability. Luana, yep, also wreaking havoc defensively. She deflects that, and Guimaraes will come away with it. Clears it herself, and she's got a clear lane for a lay. Clark going to the spin move, but the fall away, not enough on it. 2-point lead stays for Brazil. Luana, long rebound. Finds his way back to her. Trying to find Sasa. It's a miscommunication and out of bounds. Three to keep. Harmon with the driving kick. Purcell missed it. 4-2 also was hooping in game 1. After a slow start, she got cooking. She had the recipe. And there's a tasty jumper from Purcell. The Kiwis down by 1. Nobody home for Sasa. She says holla. Good idea on the pass, but it's tipped. Foul. Away from the ball. Guimaraes' pass a little bit lazy as Purcell easily snuffs that out. Harmon with Clark. She's got 4 to shoot, in and out. Harmon will do the honors. 2's long. Purcell tips it over with a fresh 12 for the Kiwis. Harmon to Clark. Clark with a nice hezzy move. That foul on the floor. Well, she froze her with that jab step. Watch it. Aight. Purcell, she's fouled. That was on the shot attempt. So Kalani, second on the team in scoring coming into the day. She and 4-2 having a personal rivalry for the scoring lead on that team. Here, day 4. They've both been putting the cookie in the cup, and Purcell puts that one up and in. Victoria, jab, up fake. Luana, she will get a look at the 2. Missed it, strong rebound by Victoria. That ball eventually finds its way to 4-2, who swings it to Harmon. No. Rebound goes to Brazil. Guimaraes has it poked away. We got a TV timeout coming up right now. Yep, first break after the 7-minute mark, 6:57 exactly. With Brazil up 1. Let's listen in on Brazil.
Olha aqui, vou tentar fazer um falso.
A defesa e bloquear o rebote, tá? Bloquear e vamos pra cima, gente. É nosso. Vamos, vamos.
É nosso. Vamos abrir isso aí,
Defesa tá
vamos
boa.
abrir.
Luta quente no jogo. Vamos. Vamos pra cima, tá? Bora. Eu vou chamar a linha agora.
Tá bom.
Inteira, faz inteira.
Tá bom.
Sai no corta-luz lá, tá?
Eu saio primeiro ou eu faço o seu bola?
Close as you would expect in a battle for a seed to play tomorrow. Number 1 goes directly to the quarterfinals. The 2 and 3 seeds play in a play-in game. So that's 8 teams, each gender, that will be playing in play-in games. 4 go straight on to the quarterfinals. Just so the math is correct, there's a 2-car collision in the lane. Purcell turns around. These goals ain't loyal. Now the Olympian Harmon, she had her on the back cut. Got a step on Victoria. Victoria, no choice but to trip her up. Purcell gets it from Harmon. But a whistle from the official, Yasmina Uris. Straight on, Sasa. Sasa had her 2-pointer going. They played well against the Americans. USA came out with victorious as Victoria strokes the deuce, 7-3. Purcell, not that time. Tough move. Purcell, somebody's got to move. That's what she's saying. She has to heave it up late in the shot clock. They get nothing. Victoria off the glass, off the rim. No score. And they didn't clear it. I know it looked like Ref Ed was dancing right then, but he wasn't dancing to Eve. That's the actual sign that it wasn't clear. Guimarães bumping and banging, hanging and hitting. How about Brazil leading by 5 here? 0-2 left the ball. Just mishandled it. Sasa. Thought she might hit that hook, but she does not. 2 in the corner from 4-2. No 2. Victoria is poked away. 4-2 will have it. She gives it up to get it back, sets her feet, sets the sights on the rim, but does not go through. Luana gets a good look. That was not good looking. Harmon, cross, left hand, lost it. Victoria gets another look. There's a lid on the rim for Brazil right now. They cannot add to the lead at the moment. They might be able to do it at the free throw line. Sasa is able to earn the whistle right there. Sasa, no good on the free throw. Kimata is patient on the putback. Clark, nope. Sasa, no. Clark just missed. So we're getting some brick construction. Both teams building a house. 9-3. Purcell wants an easy one. Nothing easy in a game like this. Hard foul will send it to the line, but we will get another TV timeout with 3:29 left. Let's listen in on the Kiwis huddle.
Defense. Try to go for the steal. That's me. I gambled on a couple and they got scored out of it. All good. But still here. Let's go. We need to get you there. Got to rebound. We got to make some shots. Make some shots. Yeah. Let's go. There we go.
New Zealand get a 4th point. Luana takes 2. We got action. And Luana is pumped up. It's a 7-point advantage with 3:18 to go. Jump hook, Harmon. You bet. New Zealand's got to find that scoring that they had in game 1. Because Brazil is filling it up. 6-point lead, Clark. Possession lead here for the Brazilians. Off the front iron, Fotu. They could use A2 from her. Not enough on it. As Fotu and Clark have struggled a little bit shooting. And that's another miss. We might need to issue an amber alert. Sasa, hot like lava. Top of the key, count it, 13-5. .206 in a 6-point game. Kalani missed it, kept it alive though. Good hustle. Harmon over some tough defense. Look at that rebound. Purcell comes down with a one-handed board. She takes the shot. So time starts to become even more important here with a .143 and counting. And Luana, she's going for the kill. Missed the crib. Fotu is fouled. Minute 34 exactly. Timeout, Brazil. Let's see what strategy they have in store to pull off a big comeback.
Sai em cima, faz elas baterem a bola, por favor.
Não, vamos deixar claro isso. Não chuta, não chuta.
Faz bater, faz bater, faz bater.
Já tem que ir logo pra cima. Tá?
Vamos virar a bola.
Quanto falta?
Vamos gastar o tempo.
Quanto tem? 1:20 pra gente achar.
Ei, vamos gastar o tempo.
Defender.
Gastar o tempo, gastar o tempo.
Vamos, cara, vamos.
Quem fica?
13-point lead, 13-7 lead, excuse me, 6-point lead for Brazil. Gotta check it. That's the name of the game, 3x3. Half the court, twice the fun. Clark, she ain't having too much fun in this one. That shot has been a miss. Luana. Oh, lost it. Clark will come around. You don't succeed, try again. This is just all together. This has not been a good shooting performance for the Kiwis. 7 points through nearly 9 minutes. That is not how you get it done in a sprint to 21. Tall Ferns with a tall order. Down 6, make that 7. Clark from the corner this time. So the Islanders are colder than Siberia. Luana, New Zealand. After the win over Austria, that will be their only win of this tournament. Brazil giving them a waxing now. 8-point lead. Vanessa. Clark finally gets one to drop. But only 1.4 seconds left. And the Brazilians are feeling it. They played with a sense of urgency and some purpose. And they are celebrating one more again. So Sasa and crew celebrate with their crew. After a big win, 16-9, a win that will very likely send Brazil to day 5. We will see how the rest of the day plays out. But Brazil, a 16 seed and AmeriCup silver medalist. They pose a threat to whomever they go up against. They even tested the USA there in their last contest. There are 2 wins though. We just saw one over New Zealand. And they had an overtime win over Austria. Look at the back and forth here. As Brazil was never really threatened. Sasa and company huddling up after a big victory. They should be happy. You're about to be happy, especially if you watch women's 3x3, because we're about to show you the top 10 plays in women's 3x3 all time, as well as the top plays from 2021. Crossovers, that is. Check it out.
Oh, the pass! Oh, that was sick! Ridiculous! Ray. Oh my goodness!
Oh, DaCosta bringing out the sham god. Team USA, they'll embarrass you. I didn't know DaCosta had that. Pulling out the sham here in Chengdu. One of my favorite moves. Left lonesome. She reroutes, changes direction, goes behind the back like a surprise and sets Katie Lou up for two.
She gets crossed. Where's Chris when you need him? Palomares with the filthy crossover.
Oh, Toure crossed her like the X Games. Ay, 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 8-1. Oh, Toure. Oh, just froze her. I thought the mannequin challenge was last year. You better watch that crossover.
Min-Jin, up fake, step back for the win! What a shot! Tisa buzzer beater! How did they do it? There's bananas in here right now. Mongolia, give Germany their first loss. Taste the rainbow.
You got your, oh my goodness, ankles gone. That's so nice, we gotta see it twice. Minya Toure putting pop on her backside with the Ginsu slice on the crossover, my goodness.
Oh, her ankles will never be the same. That was disgusting. Anastasia Shusik.
Nice pass by Bergani. This is the play of the day. She had an eye in the back of her head, and she spotted her open teammate for a spectacular dish.
All right, the ladies putting on a show, man. We got the best athletes in the game here in Antwerp, Belgium, as we continue the action, although the ladies are turning it over to the fellas again for the next 2 games. As we get back to Pool C action for the men. Japan coming in 0-3. They just lost to China, 21-18. They're trying to avoid a winless 2022 World Cup. And they come out once again with Ryo Sanohara, Ryoto Yasuoka, Soichiro Fujitaka, and Tomoyo Ochai. They got their work cut out for them, though, because they got to go up against the Vorn Identity-led Orange Lions. He's the first out and the #1 player on the scoring charts here. Rocking number 88, he's joined by Juice, the athletic, multi-purpose Orange Lion, with the fellow sharpshooter Arvin Slaughter, and the birthday boy yesterday, Dimes, day before yesterday, DeMeo Vanderhorst, already a silver medalist at the World Cup 2018. That's when Dimes was a baby lion. Now he's got his mane all grown out and everything. He's a grown mane. Game is on the way.
Orange.
It's almost time to get to it. Our officials are in place. Eddie and Vlad. There's Tomoyo Ochai again, 5-time World Cup participant. He's been around the game for a long time and represented his country in his own backyard at the Tokyo Olympic Games just last summer. Wears number 91, known as the Worm. He's known as Dimes, but he does more than just drop dimes. This dude is shooting the ball well. He can drive, he's got a great floater. This game has really evolved over the years, and he's a star piece on this Dutch team. Can the Netherlands keep the good times rolling and go 4-0? I think a lot of people felt like this was Latvia's group to lose, but that's exactly what Latvia did in an incredible comeback for the Netherlands in their first action here, day 4, 21-19. They stole it. Jesse Vorn was aflame. He's going to start the game on the bench. Slaughter, Juice, Dimes start the competition. Dimes will pull the trigger, but the stroke was broke that time. Japan showing some nice ball movement. The Worm cannot finish it. Juice, no, wipe it off, they didn't clear it. Netherlands victorious over the Japanese in the pool phase of those Olympic Games. Again, the Netherlands coming up just shy of the podium, a 5th place finish. But people will remember their huge win over the USA that prevented the USA men from going to the Olympics and helped send them to Tokyo. What was that? Juice just did the chicken dance. A little smile from Julian Jarring as he leaves the court. They got like a little mini celebration for everything. Him and Dimes. Dimes is doing the floater thing and the string music these days. 2-1, Japan though. The real celebrating comes with the final horn as Vorn is in. Oh, jab step, shook the earth and left him like an X. It's not the same anymore. 2-2. Straight on two. Ochai, he has the rebound land in his lap, but he's hacked. Dimes is stating his case. This ain't debate class. He ain't winning that. Call stands. 2 fouls on the Dutch. Japan on the attack. The Worm hands it off. Coming around is Fujitaka. Back to the Worm. They got 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. They get it up in time, but it doesn't pay off. The Vorn identity down low. Juice had good position, so he's going to draw the first foul on Japan. Dimes working from the elbow. Takes his time, but an offensive foul call. First minute and a half, the Orange Lions with 3 foul calls. Just something to keep an eye on. 7 puts you in a penalty. Ochai running towards the rack. He scores over the leaping Jarring. Slaughter with Dimes coming around. Here comes Vanderhorst. Vanderhorst fakes it. Pass, both passes off target. And Vorn talking to his guys as he re-enters the competition. Saying, let's be a little bit more crisp here, fellas. And also, pass me the ball. I'm still hot from last game. We will see. But last game, I lost track of how many 2s Vorn had. They're gonna get it to him again. Here comes the Vorn identity. Will swing it over to Slaughter. Flick of the wrist. Off the iron. Japanese got that ball moving. Yasuoka on the move. Fujitaka, he's gonna put it up. Hand in his face, throws the shot off. Vorn from the corner, step back, pull up. That's a miss. Yasuoka, high arc on the 2 release, no. Vorn will gather the board. Slaughter, stop and go, red light, green light. He's got to go somewhere. Time is winding down. Slaughter's going to get it up. Is he going to hit it at the horn? Slaughter nails one. Vorn trying to get the defense off balance with that jab step. But he lost it out of bounds. Talk a lot about his shooting ability, but he is deadly off the dribble too. Sadohara, all he does is drive like a taxi man. We saw it game 1. Here he goes game 2. Japan leading by 1. Vanderhorst, double cross, spins, make you look silly on the way. 5-5. Oh, good defense there. Juice getting in the passing lanes. We're under 7 minutes to play, 6:32 exactly, so that means a TV timeout as we jump into the Dutch huddle.
We blijven bij onze man. We staan dichterbij. We moeten de slip tegenhouden. Als we de slip kunnen tegenhouden, is het gewoon 1 tegen 1 defense. Jongens, ben je niet te vroeg.
I got to give a shout out to my young homie, Blake Owen. What I had seen Blake since he was young. Saw his Instagram. The dude looks like a grown man now almost. Him and Clint always showing love. Longtime 3x3 fans from back in my 2nd year in Astana, Kazakhstan. We got people watching from everywhere. We appreciate you. Keep watching. And make sure you tune in to that game later on, Poland and Latvia. I think that's the game you said you were looking forward to. This one's a tight one too, huh? 5-5. Vorn, he was cooking in game 1. He is yet to find the recipe here in the 2nd game. He needs A little more salt, pepper, something. They're deadlocked at 5. Vanderhorst sweeps through, puts it up and in. He's all business now. Not too much dancing from Dimes. Good hands though. Dimes missed it, came back to him. He did the same thing. A little upset with himself. So he felt like he missed a couple of easy ones. Fujitaka blazed by Vorn. Vroom straight to the rim. 6-6. What a pass. Can Juice finish it off? Oh, they ain't gonna be friends after that. Fujitaka, hang time, and foul call on Orange. Sadohara. He's going to get the free throw to trickle in. Netherlands have found themselves in a battle here with Japan, who again played them tough in the Olympics. It's not a runaway win for the Dutch. An offensive foul called on Ochai. Dimes hands it to Slaughter. Juice underneath. 7-7 we are, and Japan will take a step forward yet again. Dimes in and out. Spins. Flotation device needs some work. Yasuoka short on it. Dimes to the cutting Slaughter, who mishandles it, then he gets it over to Juice. I like your cut, G. 8-8. Oh, what a setup here. Can Ochai finish that off? That was a hell of a helper from Yasuoka. Good energy in the crowd, too. Both of these countries with large fan groups here. Of course, you would expect it. It's Japan's ball. That's what Vlad is saying. He's like, hey, switch it. But Netherlands just north of here. So an easy travel trip for them. Not the same for Japan. So the Dutch, they got the crowd on their side in this one, as long as they're not playing Belgium. Vorn. That should have been a new shot clock that hit the rim. TV timeout, and I believe that it's going to be Netherlands ball. But a break in the action. 9-8 Japan over the previously unbeaten Netherlands. Can they stay unbeaten? Let's listen to Japan. wait a second. They're trying to get the shot clock situation corrected. So they're going to be given 9 seconds here. So not a fresh 12. Dimes going to work here. 5 seconds. Using that body. But he travels. Shuffled his feet there on the baseline. He knew it. Ochai defended by Dimes. He will give it up. Sets the screen, slips to the bucket. The pass off target, but somehow it comes back to Sadohara. Japan's lead at 2. Vorn. So far, he has not been shooting the same. Seeing double this game. I think we're seeing some of, again, that dual personality of the Netherlands sometimes. We've seen it rear its ugly head from time to time on the Pro Tour and in national events where they look like world beaters. Always jarring beat Yasuoka. They look like world beaters, and then the next time you see them, they don't play quite as crisply. But at their very best, the Netherlands have beat the very best. They just came back and beat Latvia. Now they're struggling to get rid of a Japanese team that has no wins here. Sadohara, he's uncontested in for the layup. Under 3 minutes to play. Will the real Orange Lions please stand up? Dimes puts the deuce up, but it's a miss. Yasuoka. He left Dimes in the dust. Foul white, or warning white. A delay of game warning. Dimes with good position. Man, the Dutch defense is not playing at a high level right now. And that's one of their benchmarks. Slaughter finds the mark. And we got an all-even game after his long ball. Slaughter will get a breather. Juice will check in. It's a sprint to 8 over the next 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Whoever gets there will get the dub. Ochai. Look at Ochai going to the spin move, getting dizzy with it. Dimes, he crossed him to Shibuya Square and then banged out. Oh. My Jeebus. I must see that crossover again. we may not even see him in the frame on the replay. Yasuoka misses. (14-14). Slaughterhouse shooting the kill as the Dutch play some double Dutch and go up 2. Oh, there's the look at the crossover again. That's so nice, you gotta see it thrice. Where is he right now? He crossed him back to the hotel. He's sitting in the lobby right now. Oh my goodness.
Zie maar. Let's keep him in this, okay? Uiteindelijk komen de gaatjes.
Yasuoka takes the package, delivers. Japan's not out of this by any stretch, believe it. The Vorn identity fires another blank. So Vorn was killing. Now his game is missing. Put it on the side of a milk carton. He hopes the Dutch can hold on. Vorn now, up top, dimes. Not that time. Around comes Yasuoka. That's not great space in here for Japan. Fujitaka takes the shot. High rebound goes to the Dutch. Slaughter, who's played well in this game. He comes around, he steps back. Is he gonna get another? Not that time. It's a 1-point Netherlands lead. Yasuoka can tie or take the lead. Active hands from Jarring as he almost gets the steal. They gotta shoot it, they do. Rebound. No rebound, shot clock violation. And the Netherlands want a timeout with 14 seconds to go and a 1-point lead and possession. This would be a good time to eavesdrop in their huddle. And right on time, there's our mic, so let's listen.
Wil je mij just hier? Gaan jullie twee spelen?
Vorn to dimes. Van der Horst to Vorn, back to dimes, and that's going to be the exclamation. Very likely, because the Japanese throw it away. Right as the horn is about to sound, I see zeros on the clock, but our officials are going to discuss it just to make sure that this game is concluded. Yep, that's it. I saw them coming over to the scores table, but they were just bringing the ball over. Good work, and a hard-fought contest for sure. But look at the Dutch. They find a way to get it done as they out-edge Japan by a final of 17-15. And that is going to give them a 4-0 record and a trip straight to the quarterfinals out of Group C. How about that, the Netherlands? Let's get it over to Julian DeBove, who's with Jesse Vorn, the Vorn identity.
Jesse, first of all, we've got to give credit to Japan. They were already out of the competition, and yet they give you a really, really hard time. How did the game go for you?
I mean, for me personally, it was the last game, but I'm glad that we faced the adversity of not making shots, staying focused, and keep counting on our defense. I think Japan fought to the bitter end, and that's the character they have as a team. So we knew we had to come out ready, and I'm glad we came out with a finish, with a win.
I know it comes a bit late, but I think we need to address the Latvia game. How does it feel to be in the zone, to be on fire like this?
I mean, it's good. It feels good. You know, I know that's the part that I bring to the team. That's the little extra that I can do for this team, because we're a good defensive team, we're a good scoring team, and if I can make a couple shots, then I make it easier for Di Maio, for Arvin and Julian to get a couple scores as well. So then we're very diverse. And I'm happy that we came out with a win against a team like that because it built our confidence, you know?
All right, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly what he brings to the team, is that ability to shoot and that ability to drive. I know he caught a cold spell there against Japan, but I would not expect to see that type of a shooting performance again. That is an anomaly, extremely rare. Let's look back on how that one played out. It was close. You knew that it wasn't going to be a walk in the park for the Netherlands. And like they said, you know, Japanese teams, they always are going to fight you until the bitter end. And these guys are all effort all the time. They make it really difficult. If you get a chance, look back at their body of work from the Olympic Games, and you'll see just how tightly they played, even in the games that they lost. They were up on the Dutch until the Netherlands took a late lead by 1 point. Obviously, this game is decided by 2 points, so they would have even had a shot had they not mishandled that last possession. So Moyo Ochai, his 5th World Cup. We'll see if he returns to compete in a 6th. But his 5th appearance at the World Cup comes to an end at the hands of Arvind Slokter and company. That was the cross of the tournament. I don't know, Damos is pretty nice, but that was just ridiculous. A close win for the Dutch, as Dimes puts it on ice with the lay, and the Netherlands breathing a sigh of relief after holding off Japan and getting that win. So that's 3 games into the second session. We are 8 games into an 18-game day 4. Poland and Latvia are on deck. DJ Dysfunctional. He's functioning well on the spins. He and DJ Lass, quite the combo. MC Lightning, what's up with you? MC Lightning even having us crack up. He said earlier some dude looked like Samuel L. Jackson. I was in stitches. Him and Vincent Royette combining forces and giving us the right energy here in this crowd, here at this venue. Shout out to both of our DJs and both of our MCs. All love. Latvia is probably not too happy after letting a 7-point lead slip away. They lost to the Netherlands. They had to watch the Dutch go on to go 4-0, and they feel like the Netherlands took what should be their spot in the quarterfinals. Now Latvia has got to finish strong against a really strong competitor in Poland, who are also looking to do the same thing. Of course, we just saw Poland get a win over China. That improved them to 2-1 on the tournament. So a 3-1 record is what's at stake here, and will very likely decide the 2-3 seed. Again, the Netherlands will have that 1 seed straight out of Group C into the quarterfinals. Japan does not qualify. It's up to Poland and Latvia. China had their struggles as well, so they are not in contention. These two, however, are. And seeding can be important. You look at who you may or may not face in the play-in game. No matter who Zebo is facing, he's not trembling. He's one of the utmost competitors. And maybe a little bit of a rivalry between these two teams. Not maybe, definitely, because Poland's actually gotten the better of Latvia in the international competitions. And the last several years, they beat them Poland beat Latvia at the World Cup 2018. also beat them at the World Cup 2019. So in total, they're 3-3. Latvia getting the win, though, in the pool phase of the Tokyo Olympic Games. So they got a little get back there. But in terms of the FIBA 3x3 international competitions, Poland getting wins in the last couple of World Cups, the quarterfinals of 2018, and in the pool phase 2019. Oh, not to forget the pool phase of the Olympic qualifying tournament. So Poles 3-1 in recent years. They had Michael Hicks those years too. So the scoring was a little bit different. They're gonna have to try to light it up against Latvia right here, right now. Latvia strikes first. Pavel Pavlovsky. Off a miss. So as I mentioned, this is a battle for the 2 or 3 seed. Both teams are qualified. The Dutch are #1. But just a little refresher. Our media team is always making sure we're on top of them. Sometimes I beat them to the punch, though. Sometimes. 2 or 3 seed at stake. Now, what I don't have is who they will play in the play-in game. We'll have that for you by the end of the day. I guarantee it. Batman. Dime. Sets it up. Strelnik streaks in for the score. Look at that entry pass. Strelnik's good hands. Better finish. Artur's up to the line. These players have known each other for a long time. I wouldn't exactly say they're friends in between the lines. Strelnik's with the thievery. Chunks the deuces. High on the rebound. Chavar's eating up the boards like caviar. Ardush faded. A 4-1 lead for the Latvians. But they just gave up a 7-point lead. It shows you that no lead in 3x3 is safe, especially when you got a few minutes left. With that fresh in their memory, I would expect the Latvians to be a lot sharper down the stretch. With that recent example, Miezis, he crossed him like an intersection. The maze will do that to you. Oh, and Ardush gets the foul call. But you got to be careful guarding the maze. He might be the most tricky ball handler in the game. There's certainly a few others, but he's right there amongst the best as Ardush shoots and knocks down the free throw. 3-point advantage for the Latvians. Batman's on the move, behind the back, fading and leaving it short. Yeah, Didushko, he shuffled that pivot foot and gets whistled for the travel. Miezis, no, not that time. Comes back to him, that, and he misses that too. But he sticks with it, he's gonna clear it now. Uh-oh, he's got Dudushko turning in circles. So just another example of that ball handling I was telling you about. The Mays Miezes zigzagging left and right. How you gonna keep up with that? Take that one out of the nets. 6-2 advantage for Latvia. Miezes is out, Batman is in. Batman returns, his partner in crime. No longer playing with the pro squad. Riga on the pro tour. Oh, Ardouche fading and splashing. Las Manos. He's got it on the left wing. A narrow miss there as the ball goes back over to the poles. Dede to Ardouche. Ardouche with Strelniks with his hand all in his business. Ardouche didn't like it, so he fouled him. He ain't gonna take from me and not pay for it. Hey, had it taken like Liam Neeson. Here's the Mays. Oh, he missed the crib. Pablo with the mechanical release. Missed it. Las Manos from the logo. That was deeper than daddy issues. 8-3. Pablo, mid-range.
Ko taisam?
Vecens. Viņu, bļet, atļauj brīvo taisīt un bišā sārā. Pārējie divi sadalām. Un Aurs nevar pagūt, viņš met lejā. Davai, Vecens taisam. Davai.
3-4.
And I'll tell you what, I thought, if you think I got a deep voice, you gotta listen to Agnes Chavar's talk. And you gotta, if you think you can hoop 3x3, you gotta watch Carlos Las Manos do it. But Chavar's, his floor starts to shake when dude speaks. Oh, the Mays, the fade, off the iron. 5-point game, it stays. Zamoyski, he can do some things too. Oh, look at that hoop. He had a protein bar this morning. Maybe a few extra push-ups as he muscles that one up and in through two defenders and gives Poland their fourth score of the game. 6:22 left in this one. Zebo, it's a no. The 2 or 3 seeds at stake here. Oh, Miezes gives Dudushko some FaceTime. Connection 10-4, Latvia. Dede couldn't answer back. Chavars to Strelniks. They're gonna work the two-man game here. Strelniks flicks the wrist, misses. Chavars had the rebound. Pablo didn't even know where the rock was. Fifth score for Poland. They trail it by 6. This is a familiar position for the Latvians. Miezes missed it, but he's relentless in his pursuit for the Wilson. Now you can see that going through the threads. Chavars from afar. And a challenge from Poland, as Ardouche says, they want them to look at that. It's a shot clock challenge here. Now, if they win the challenge, then they retain the ability to challenge again. If they lose this challenge, then you cannot challenge again. 5:26 left. Down 8. Maybe not a bad time to use it. In a close game, you might want to save them for later, but it makes sense. And it also gives them a little bit of more of a rest. Challenge is lost. Count that 2. Pablo. Day to Ardouche. Las Vanas, the reigning Pro Tour MVP. Chunks to deuces. Money. Here's Las Manas. Same spot. He wants them to clear it out. Batman takes the screen, lets another one go, and it's a 2-peat. Deuces are wild for Batman. As he's on a 4-0 personal run. Las Manas making his return in a big way. Three on the floor right now, European champions already. Shout out to Edgar's Crewmans, who has been missing time this year with injury. Chavars and Miezis carrying the torch for Riga on the FIBA 3x3 World Tour. As Las Manas has taken his services elsewhere. Miezis, he's going somewhere. To the rim. 18-5. And I don't think this is a lead the Latvians are going to give up. Zamoyski, though. That'll make it a little bit more respectable in an 18-7 game. But the Latvians are keying in. Batman crossed the court to Chavars. He tracks it down with Zebo defending. Chavars puts it up, called for travel. I think he came down with it before he put it up. That's going to get a whistle every time. Zebo, jab step, looking for another 2 himself. No. This one could end quickly. 4 minutes to play. Las Manas looking for a cutter. He's got Strelnik. Strelnik finishes with a lay. A statement win. Oh, Las Manas missed it. Mishandled it, rather. He'll give it back to Strelnik and reward him for the effort on offense. Playing 3x3 is like running a series of wind sprints. You ever done line drills? You run to the free throw line, back to the baseline, then to half court, back to the baseline, then to 3/4. That's what this is like. And somehow you got to keep a straight head while doing it. That 2 is straight on and in from Ardouche. Las Manas wants to win. And that was the kill shot. The final 2 ball that makes it 22-9. Wow. So 3-1 on what the Latvians finish. They will get the 2 seed out of the group. Poland will get the 3 seed. But there it is, a 13-point victory for the Latvians. Norris Miezis is making his way over to the half court where Julien Debove is standing by with the Mays after their final win in pool play. Jules.
Now for all the fans that were maybe worried after the Netherlands games, you came back.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry. Now for all the fans that were maybe a bit worried after the Netherlands game, you came back and showed that you are not having a bad day.
Yeah, against Netherlands was a tough game. We didn't play well in defense, but the next game we showed that that was our bad game before, and that's all. And now we show that this is what we're capable.
Strelnix is not new on the team. He's played a lot of games with you and a lot of tournaments with you, but what kind of difference does it make to play without Edgar Scroomins?
Of course, he's the best shooter in the world. Everyone knows that. It's all about different game for us now, but we still can play. That's my main thing.
Congratulations for qualifying, man.
Yeah, so, you can't talk about Latvian success without Edgar Scroomins. You saw what he did at the Olympic Games last year? I mean, the dude played on one leg. He even tended to himself, taped his own ankle up. That's the stuff that legends are made of. And dealing with injuries his entire career, unfortunately, he's unable to represent this year with his bros. So Latvia is playing on without him. But they do have Batman back. And he made a big impact in the game. Strelnix trying to silence the Poland women's team who are rooting for their guys. Zebo trying to be the guy on this Poland team, and they just ran out of steam, not enough offense to really hang with Latvia. And I still think that Latvia has got to be considered amongst the favorites to get gold. Netherlands right up there too. Throw Belgium in that discussion, USA men. Yeah, it's going to be a tight competition. Speaking for both competitions, the women as well. Speaking of the women, we got a blockbuster coming up with the USA and France on the schedule. They'll be coming up at 3:55 local time as we give you a look at Pool C. There it is, Netherlands unscathed. They're into the quarterfinals. Latvia and Poland, second and third. They'll play in the play-in games. So Pool C is a done dilly. Pool B is not done for the women yet, but it will be. We're about 12 minutes away from getting the next game underway, so y'all stick and stay. Enjoy some breakdancing. Is that what this is called?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Antwerp. Wow, my head is still spinning. I don't know how we did that, but it was super delicious. You can watch as sponsors for the Crelan FIBA 3x3 World Cup.
We zijn hier net. Hallo, weer niet?
Het begint het diezelfde dag bij ons op de redactie, zodat we samen iets in beweging kunnen zetten. Nieuwsblad begint bij ons. You ready for the next game, ladies and gentlemen, between France and the United States? So important game for both teams. One team get for the quarterfinal for USA, for France. If you are cheering Team USA, please make some noise! Cheering for France, make some noise!
All right, this is one of those marquee matchups. Day 4, USA, still unbeaten. They topped Brazil in their first game today. Now they got to go up against France. Long-time 3x3 rivals. I've mentioned the medal count before, as the USA have 5, 2 golds for the women. They had to go through France to get there. Their first gold coming in 2012, speaking of the United States, that is. And that's when they beat France. As in fact, the United States had beaten France in the last 5 international 3x3 competitions. That was a thriller in 2012, a 17-16 win. And while France had been a power in the women's series, the USA, you can kind of say they've been their kryptonite. They beat them twice at the Tokyo Olympics, including a really tough 18-16 semifinal victory en route to the USA gold medal. Buckle up. We're in for a ride here. You better believe the French have not forgotten about that last L, or 5 of them. So how come this newly made French squad? Here are their core 4 with 2 newbies joining 2 vets. Former #1 Laetitia Guapo with Marie-Ève Paget. Those are the Olympians. Miriam Jekundade and Limousin. They round out the 4. Out come the USA. Got a little bit of a test against Brazil earlier this morning. They passed the test. You can give them whatever grade you like, but nothing is easy. And, you know, they're gelling. They're still coming together as a complete unit. Sierra Burdick, the World Cup champion. Haley Van Lith, the U18 champion and MVP. They have the 3x3 experience, joined by Lauren Cox and Ashley Jones. There's the 2 dynamic guards, and Mep and Haley Misfit Van Lith. We'll see if that nickname sticks. We'll see if anybody can stick to her. Here's Mona Lisa and Ed. No, that's Yasmina Yuris. I fooled you, didn't I? And Edmund Ho. They will have the whistles and make this game official. She's official without the stripes. That's Laetitia Guapo. Again, the former world #1 and European champion. France want this one bad. And been keeping things kind of close to the vest. I try to talk with the coaching staff and figure out how they were feeling coming into this one. They were very calm and cool. They were saying, you know, we feel pretty confident. You know, we haven't forgotten that we haven't beaten Team USA in a while. So they gave me the cool play, but I know that they're fired up about this one. You should be too. I expect this one to be a game. USA, France, in your face. Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice in your ear. I like your cut, G. Haley Van Lith opens the scoring for the red, white, and blue. Paget passed her. Swung out to Guapo. La Guapa Swishalicious. Poked away. Shekundade with those active hands. Van Lith. She'll give it up. Jones was trying to make her move. She's fouled. Vincent Royer really gets hyped for these games. I wonder why. The Frenchman on the mic, keeping the energy up as Burdick goes down to the block. But she gets hit with the violation. Three-second back to the basket. That's what Yasmin is clarifying. Again, a new rule this year. You cannot have your back to the basket after you've dribbled the ball more than 3 seconds. Limousin, she does not get that up in time. That is a shot clock violation. So the teams trade violations as the ball goes back to Haley and company. Van Lith will pass it and dart left. She's coming back now. She wants to put the Wilson in the hole, and she does. Guapo gets it back. She's got Cox in front of her. She likes the matchup, shoots the shot, follows like a stalker. And a push on the Americans. When you look next to the United States name in the standings, you're going to see a lot of ones. That has a lot to do with the talent that the USA possesses and how 3x3 has grown. But it also is a tribute to head coach Carol Lawson, who coaches Duke University. She's guided the USA women's 3x3 teams to 7 tournament championships since 2017, including that Olympic gold in Tokyo last year. So again, the USA women have been representing, while the women's series has been dominated for several seasons by France and the European championships as well. 2-time back-to-back gold medalists. Look at the defense. Shekundade. She's got good hands. Van Lith lets it fly. Swishalicious. So Haley, she's got USA up by 1. Burdick defending. La Guapa. Shekundade. Long rebound out of bounds. Back over to Blue, the Iowa State product. Ashley Jones is in. Van Lith, their top scorer coming into the day. She is a walking bucket. She's on her way to maybe another one. What touch. 5-3. Van Lith is pumped. A hell of a finish by her on the left-hand side. As the American puts some English on it and has her team up 5-3. Shekundade, she gets one to go. Jones down to Cox, but she was camped out in the paint 3 seconds. Guapo patiently waits for Paget to come around. Paget, nowhere to go. except for up. It drops down through the net. We're even at 5 apiece. Cox, she's saying throw it up. She said, I got a small on me, I'm 6'4". She's at my waist. Van Lith left her like an X. Take her off the to-do list. 6'5". Guapo, She threw that back like FUBU. Cox with the big swat. Take another look. Girl, bye. Missed it to the right. Van Lith fires it down to Burdick. Burdick. Oh, she gets called for the offensive foul. And a TV timeout. Burdick thought she had a bucket. Instead, they're going to get a rest with USA leading by 1. We listen in on Les Bleus.
On sait qu'elle passe pas les balles après. Allez, on continue dans les late switch au pire. 3-3. On est bien, on est bien, on est bien.
We got people watching from all over. This is USA and France, but we got a dude watching from Bangkok, Thailand right now. Iman De Bellin, what's up? I'll tell you what's up. The 2-ball, splash, La Guapa. Burdick is gonna answer right back. It's 7-7. Told you this was gonna be a game. Lee Moussin takes her on a drive. Guapo comes away with it and she's pushed. Foul number 2 on the Americans. Oh my goodness, an emphatic block. What did she do to you? Cox just inspects it and rejects it. Van Lith now to the baseline. Cox will get a rest. She might need some ice for that hand. It's a volleyball spike. She might have played middle. That one to the middle of the paint. As Van Lith sets up Burdick. 8 up. Jekundade to Mep. Being harassed by Van Lith. Page sets the table. Jekundade gets the score and the steal. Mep is wet, count that. 2-piece and the biscuit. Les Bleus up by 3. 3. Oh. Limousin pulls up. She finds her mark from mid-range. Jones, does she have an answer? She's going to the block. That defense painted on her. And the hustle goes to Blue and a foul, White. 6 on France. They got a 4-point lead, but they got no more fouls to give as Jones goes down to get the Wilson. And a warning for White. Arguing about the call. Next will equal a technical. Last game in the second session is a big one. This will decide who's going straight to the quarterfinals between the two. She reached in the cookie jar and took the cookie. Now Paget, she got Cox dancing, but Cox responds. That length is a great benefit as she recovers and blocks the shot. Now she says, welcome to my world, or maybe not yet. Fadeaway doesn't go. Met swings it across, she'll get it back. Paget will give it back. They're playing hot potato. Wild shot. Cox's presence underneath just makes those layup attempts difficult. Paget to the left wing. Jekundade to Limousin. Getting some serious defense on the outside. The guards are really getting up into each other. You can tell that there's some added incentive in a matchup like this. The Americans and the French here. Burdick trying to spin on Guapo. She turns around twice, and that's nice. USA within 4. Just over 4 minutes to play. Paget trying to make the move on Van Lith. She gets the screen. She puts the jumper up, back rim. Jekundade confiscates the board. La Guapa will swing it over to Miriam. There we go. And it is scored. Jekundade back with it from the Inleo. Cross-court pass. It's Paget to Guapo. One flick of the wrist. Swish, swish. 7-point lead for Les Bleus. Van Lith gets some space, rolls off the rim. Burdick can't get the board. And a foul on Burdick. This American team prepared for the World Cup in Voiron, France. And now the French aren't being so friendly as they lead by 7. A lot of time left. TV timeout as we peek in on the French huddle. So on the court for Les Bleus, Hortense Limousin, Guapo, and Paget. Guapo reroutes east to west, heads north towards the rim, but airballs delay. Hele. She draws the foul. And the Louisville product, future WNBAer, if she so chooses, steps up to the line, not a problem. Second free throw, count that up as well. 5-point difference. Les Bleus in front of the red, white, and blue. Oh, Limousin almost had one, but she does not get it, and looks like an American that's bounced out of bounds. That's Jones that took the shove after corralling the rebound. And a foul on front, so this is where the United States can make up the difference at the free throw line. Free throw so key in the game of 3x3. It's a 10-minute sprint to 21. And we saw with the men's team, they missed a few big ones in the game against Belgium. Jones is able to knock them both down, and we got a 3-point contest right now. Paget long on it. Burdick moving left. She's got Cox down in the basement. She does not come up with a score. Guapo, step back, wet. This is a contentious battle between two powerhouses. France lead it by 4, 2:30 to go. Women's Pool B action is about to be decided. That another block. She's blocking like Tetris. Cox has been a defensive force. They just need a little more offense. Burdick cleans up the leftovers. And this game's not finished. Paget, jab step, chunks the deuces. It's a miss. Burdick snatches the rebound. Cox is going to set up shop. On the block, she'll kick it out. Van Lith comes up abbreviated on the long two. Approaching 1:45 left. Jekundade left alone. And she does not complete the double dare. Van Lith thought about it. Takes a side step, lets it go. Now the nets are dripping. It's a 1-point game. Paget's open, so is Jekundade. High arc on the two, missed it. Cox comes down with the rebound. Paget is called for the foul. And all of a sudden, the Americans can take the lead at the free throw line. Here we go. Things beginning to shift here in terms of the momentum. So here's the Flower Mound, Texas native. An LA spark trying to ignite this USA team. A free throw here would certainly do that. USA in front by 1. Buck 22 to go. La Guapo makes the move on Jones. Tied at 18 apiece. Van Lith with the moves, but couldn't finish with the shot. Ball movement leads to a good look for Guapo. She short-armed it. That pass deflected, stolen. It's in French possession, but it's stolen right back. She's a smooth criminal, but Guapo hit the block button. What a game. What a sequence. Look at Guapo. She blocked it like a troll. We've seen some great defensive plays in this game as both teams are laying it on the line.
D'accord? Si on a un dé ouvert, on le prend, sinon on peut aller chercher plus loin. On a encore un temps mort, s'il vous plaît. Allez les meufs, c'est un peu d'égalité. Allez, 3-3.
As you can see, it's turned up. We got 39 seconds. And whoever wins this game, this crowd is going to explode. It's a race to 3. Paget to Guapo. Guapo cross, step back. Two's missed. Jones comes away with it. Paget trying to stick with her. Jones misses the layup. Burdick with the hustle, but she's going to throw it away. So the ball over to Les Bleus. Paget will take over. Guapo hands it over to Met. She changes direction. Hortense Limonson makes her move. Burdick was stuck to her. What a defensive possession for the Americans. Four ticks to go. Haley Van Lith for the win. The Americans are going to overtime. Again. Second consecutive day that we're seeing the red, white, and blue go to OT. The men did it yesterday against Belgium. We know how that panned out. Now they go to OT against France in the women's competition. The first team to score 2 points wins. The French flags are flying. The stars and stripes are in here somewhere. You can hear the USA fans chanting. Top priorities defending that 2-point arc. That ends it. You cannot give a look. If you do, it is over with. Guapo to Jekundade. Jekundade with Mep coming around. She sets her feet. It's short. Cox, big rebound. Van Lith. Moving to the cup. Strong score. Guapo. Step back on Van Lith. The help defense is a hard foul. But what a move by La Guapa. And she got the step on Van Lith. And Guapo is down. She's given an unsportsmanlike foul signal on the floor. She's either doing that or she's hurt her wrist. One of the two. I don't think that it warrants an unsportsmanlike. That contact was after the block and inadvertent. So she's gonna get up slowly. Without a doubt, it was a hard fall, but maybe not a hard foul. In any case, she's gonna shoot one. France with 9 fouls, USA only with their 5th. So the European champion and Olympian will shoot and miss. All USA need is one. She's the one like Lincoln. Hailey Van Lith lifts USA to the quarterfinals and an unbeaten record. Hailey Misfit Van Lith. They couldn't control her with the game on the line. And USA win for the 6th consecutive time against Les Bleus. It is the red, white, and blue with their young star, Hailey Van Lith, shining. What a game. 20-18, USA. France will settle for the 2 spot as we will get it over to Julian DeBove, who's standing by with Ashley Jones after that emotional American win.
Ashley, it's been a roller coaster of emotions this game. You're down 16-9, but you stayed calm, quiet, and you came back.
Yeah, I mean, when the games go up and down, you just have to stay calm and collected the whole time. Can't get too high, can't get too low, and keep on playing. Hustle after the ball, knock down some shots, and then the game starts to go in your direction, and you can't get too over rushed or anything.
You're new to 3x3. Talk about all the advice that you got from Hailey and from Sierra and the coaching staff. And yeah, tell us about, you're new to 3x3, so tell us about all the advice that you got from Hailey and Sierra that have been playing for 3x3 for a longer period, and what have been the biggest adjustment for you to adapt to 3x3?
Yeah, I mean, Hailey did an amazing job there at the end, especially staying calm and knocking down those shots at the end. And Lauren did a great job, and Sierra getting the rebound there at the very end off that free throw. And we just all played together and stayed calm, and were able to get it done.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, have you caught your breath yet? Man, that was a thriller. We'll take a look at the highlights, and you heard Julian DeBove mention that 16-9 advantage for France. It looked like the Americans were against the ropes, but with 3x3 and the 12-second shot clock, you're going to get a lot of possessions, which means The game could turn very quickly, and that it did. We watched the Haley Comet, Haley Van Lith, put the team on her back, not only with the big shot in OT, but her play throughout regulation was special on both ends of the court. Nobody was more dominant than Cox on the defensive end of the court. She was stopping everything. Look at that swat right there. We had to get a new Wilson ball after that. Wilson gets it to Burdick for the score. Paget cashing in from deep. France was feeling themselves. A commanding lead started to dissipate. You can tell that La Guapa, she wanted it bad. Made some big plays in the end. But in the end, there can only be one winner. And once it went to OT, it was Van Lith lifting her team to victory. Double cross, untrustworthy. That's the game winner for the Americans, as they are unbeaten. France finished 3-1. Brazil is in with a 2-2 record. Those are your 1, 2, and 3 seeds that will be playing again tomorrow here in Antwerp. That is it for Pool B for the women. We've also finalized the Pool C standings for the men. We will go to Pool C for the women and Pool B for the men after a session break that will last all the way until 5 minutes after 5 o'clock. So we've got about 40 minutes before we get back to action here at the Crelan FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2022. We will see y'all when we restart.